Much more important things.
Much more important stuff.
We have KP Gibson on the phone. I'm Crowley Police Chief, soon to be Acadia Parish Acadia Parish Sheriff.
Yes, you'll get it out eventually.
Moving into that role. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, guys. How y'all doing?
Oh, we're doing great this morning. We're doing just fine. We're glad it's almost Friday. But hey, look, we wanted to talk with you because, for a variety of different reasons. But number one, let's talk about Ronald Babineau. Are y'all still searching for this man?
No doubt about it. We're getting a lot of information of putting us in different towns and locations looking for him. But we do have an active warrant for attempted second-degree murder from a shooting this past Saturday at Walmart. But we are actively seeking him and checking every lead that we can get to try and get this man into custody. Okay.
Now, we have obviously been following the story. Any new updates, anything about the victim, et cetera, what happened?
Yeah, the victim appears to be, his conditioning is improving and so forth. He is still in the hospital, but, good signs from everything I'm getting from my detectives that the individual seems that he will make a good recovery.
That's good. I'm definitely glad, and everybody is to hear that. Now,
no doubt.
Want to talk with you a little bit as your tenure there as Crowley Police Chief. I bet you've seen some big changes, and especially with social media becoming the end-all, be-all, it seems like, of everybody's lives now.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Just the end-all. Just the end-all part.
Like it's taken over, no doubt about it, and plays a big role in everything that goes on, not only with what we do, but what goes on in society, period. Mm-hmm. And it has made a major drastic change. It's been a good 14-year run, it doesn't seem like it's been that long, but
wow.
It's been a real good run. We're very, very pleased, and we've seen a lot of improvements. We've seen our salaries for our starting officers go from what started out as $1,250 a month to now we're starting at $30,000 a year, roughly from $16,000 to $30,000 a year now starting pay. So
yeah, thank God.
That's a much needed improvement from there, and it still needs to be more than that. But we're just thankful to be able to get to that level, and we're hoping to do a lot of good things in a new job too. We've got a lot of things to grow on from there, and a lot of things to make our direction that this vision that we have. We're trying to do what we can to serve our citizens to the best of our ability.
Now, let me ask you, in this transition time and as you've been working during this time, can you see some big glaring things right away that you want to take care of, or is it more of a tweaking situation that you want to do within the sheriff's office?
Well, there's a lot of tweaking to do, but my biggest project that I have that I want to do is increase the amount of deputies on patrol.
Yeah.
And we're focused on that in this transition. We also wanted to focus on increasing the salaries in enforcement jobs, not trying to take away from those who are not in enforcement jobs, but we just feel that, those who are the first responders need to see an increase in their pay and everything from that way to where they can, get out there and do their job, and look, it's not that all parts of this job is very difficult, but the first responders are your first line of people that deal with the difficulties as we go from there.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, with the issue of crime itself, is it, I don't know if it's because we are more aware of things, as they call it, this 24-hour media cycle. We've got, radio and TV, and we got social media. Are we just hearing more about crime, or do you think there has been an uptick in crime? What do you think?
I think you have a little bit of both.
Okay.
I think that social media, the news networks, that does put more information out. I think that you'll find in that law enforcement now versus 20 years ago, it's wanting to make the public more aware rather than where it used to be the quiet, not necessarily report it. Now it's a matter of keeping the public aware. But I also agree that crime is on the rise. I make this comment, I might offend people, and if it does, it does. But we're seeing a generation of people coming up that the parenting is no longer there.
Wow. It's no longer there.
I had, I know when I was a kid, I had to deal with a father who was a big man and swung a pretty hard stick or belt.
Uh-huh.
And, but you know what? He built me into the man that, myself and my brothers are today. And, I think that is very important that, we're losing that. Parents are wanting to argue with the teachers about their child did or didn't do something wrong, rather than going in there and saying, what do we do to correct it, and making the child accountable for his or her actions.
Yeah.
And I think that part of a growing process that builds that discipline in an individual of how they're going to lead their life. And that's just my opinion. And, if I offend anybody, I'm sorry, but that's my opinion.
Well, yeah, we've talked about that before on this show. Look, in the way I was raised, even in talking to Bernie, It's like, my dad always said, They have a judge and a jury for a reason. There's no reason to argue if you get pulled over or if you ever find yourself getting arrested. There's no reason to argue right there. Go through the process.
I always tell my eldest son that, you know what, you always think, before you do something, think about the action you're going to do, and you accept the consequences it comes back with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Too many people don't.
Regardless of what it is.
Yeah, that's right. And too many people don't want to be subject to any consequences, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah, they don't want to take their medicine.
So I'm just curious, in Acadia Parish, I mean, obviously we see what we see, but a lot of our information comes from the PIOs and what happens there. Is there any major issue you hope to tackle there crime-wise? I mean, we know we've had the gang problems, which has been sort of more Vermilion Parish-centric. Are there any big problems in Acadia Parish that you hope to tackle?
Well, obviously the drug industry leads to a lot of the other crimes, so that has to be. I don't think any administration anywhere in this country can say that shouldn't be a top priority for them. But I'll tell you what we're running into is that, when we talk about adding to the patrol division in the parish, it's reducing response times, but it's also getting more proactive. We've seen different areas, different rashes of burglaries, just like you do in the cities or anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
But that's one of the things that we'd like to do is get more proactive in trying to stop crime before it occurs. When you put in more officers, you obviously have smaller patrol zones. Our goal is that down the road, within hopefully the first year, is to create a crime suppression unit that their job is focused mainly on. We start seeing a rash of different types of crime in a certain area. Their job is to get in that area and try to resolve it or be a part of that solution.
Art Crowley, Any further thoughts, sir?
No, just that we really, our goal is to focus on moving forward for our citizens, and that's what it's all about. If we're not doing it for the betterment of our community, for our citizens, and we're not doing it for the right reason. Yeah,
that's absolutely right. Well, Crowley Police Chief KP Gibson has joined us for a couple of minutes this morning. Hey, want to thank you so much for your time. It's only going to be a matter of 3.5 weeks now, and then we'll call you back and harass you because you'll be the sheriff at that point.
29 days, 2 out. No, I'm joking. But it's not far away, and it's a great challenge I look forward to, and welcome you to call anytime, Bernie. We think the public needs to know as much as they can with matters going on in our area.
Absolutely, sir. Well, thanks so much, and have a great day.
All right, guys, y'all do the same. Thanks for your time.
All right.